Hello, Sarah V here. In the next couple of months, as you know, I am launching, I'm so excited, my adult healing book, I Wish I'd Known. And, I'm in the process of editing, we're organizing or designing the inside of the book. So I'm just like overflowing with excitement about this, this possibility, this goal that I've reached, when I used to tell myself that I was a failure, that I couldn't finish anything. If I even tried something, I would fail. Those were my cycles or my patterns that prevented me from living the life, that I'm living now, with abundance, with, goal setting, with achievements and things that I never thought I could do. So I wanted to take this time to talk to you about cycle breaking. And my question to you is, do you want to become a cycle breaker? And I'll if you have no idea what that is, I will let you know what it is. So cycle breaking is, there's always, in all the no matter what women that I coach in my practice, there's always one person that kind of recognizes harmful and dysfunctional traits that exist in a family or in a group. And they kind of trade that in. And it's not that easy. You don't just trade it in, but you work to, trade that in for something different. And, this is something that what we do in order to break the cycle. But in my book, and this is what my book really is about, is breaking the cycles, that prevent you from living your most magnificent life. Yes, it is a memoir. It is my story, but it's my story to help other people recognize when it's a cycle that is stopping you, rather than, the thoughts that we think are what is the only thing that prevent us from moving forward. And this is how we develop our patterns. And this is how we prevent ourselves, like I said, from living the most abundant life, to manifesting, love, financial flow, health, whatever it is the cycles that keep us in that very small kind of box. I used to feel very boxed in by my beliefs. And in my book, Chapter 2, I talk about epigenetics, and epigenetics are kind of scientific facts of what happens to us in our DNA. So our DNA, we can actually hold on to 3 generations. Can you imagine 3 generations of unhealed pain and trauma? And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I talk about in my book. This is what prevented me from living the life that I'm living now. Is I have been on this healing journey about breaking the cycles within my family, so that, the next generation that comes around, or those that I meet, do not get caught up in the old limitations. And most importantly, I won't be held back from it. So I'm actually kind of gonna give you a little gift here. So if you reply to this email and you give me 30 minutes, and I only will have a few spots open for this, but if you give me 30 minutes of your time, I'm going to share with you 3 steps to break the cycle of kind of dysfunction that the majority of our planet, of people and human beings, are living with. I have these 3, they're super simple, but it does take consistency to break these cycles. I am so 120% dedicated to break the cycles that used to keep me stuck. Are they still there? A little bit, yeah. They're more of a whisper now rather than these, the shout that I constantly was believing in. And when you get to the other side, holy cow, like anything is possible. And I believe that anything is possible for me now, where I went from thinking that I was a failure. I couldn't do it. I never took risks. I never took chances. I felt very disempowered. Oh my gosh. I mean, the list goes on and on. But when we become cycle breakers, this is probably the most empowering thing, especially for women. We tend to hold on to everybody else's, patterns. And I don't know scientifically why that is, but we hold on to more of the emotions from dysfunction. So if you have 30 minutes and you want to break the cycles of dysfunction, in your mind, in your body, whatever it is, and you reply to this email. And again, I am not going to do this very often, but I will give you 30 minutes of my time and we will uncover your patterns of dysfunction and where they come from. But I'm not going to tell you the 3 steps, because I want you to actually take the step to reply to this email, and I will tell you my 3 simple steps. So become a cycle breaker. And, just to remind you again, that my book, this is where I'm really focused this summer, is getting my book out there. Don't worry, I'm going to be sharing a lot about it. And I want everybody to join the movement of becoming a cycle breaker. And if you want to go into my portal, books.sarahv.com, I'm going to be giving gifts away in there so that you can really feel enthusiastic and encouraged about doing this. Yeah, it's not glamorous, but it is on the other side. So become a cycle breaker, reply to this email, and I will give you my 3 steps. Okay? Thank you so much.